Hey Chris, I have your 6139 6005 here. Um, it was, just like my first impression when you sent me the pictures. This is a really nice, all original example of this model. It's probably the nicest example of this subvariant, because there were few subvariants of this model. It's the nicest example of this subvariant that I personally have seen. Completely original, with the original case. And yes, it's got some haze, some wear on the case, but the movement looks decent. It's bright, no water has ever gotten in, and it's hazy and dirty. This is basically exactly what I want to see in a vintage watch. It's just nice. Numbers. As people who like to watch these videos, they're all shaking their heads and smiling. It's exactly what we see with vintage unrestored original Seikos of the 6000 series. It's what we see every single time. Oh, yeah, it's pushing over the minute counter wheel there. That little bump. Whoop. Um, Low amplitude. That's a fair amount of beat error, but these things are just these two. It's just adjustments. It just needs to be cleaned. The movement's a little hazy. It's not bad. There's nothing functional that I see. The watch is completely original. And with these don't have the lower arbor port problem of the 6139s because they already have a jewel installed in the lower arbor port on these. So that makes things nicer. Nice watch. So let's talk cosmetics. Come on. Stop fighting me. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. Okay. Okay. And you remember I told you that I thought the white haze on the dial right here wasn't a scratch and it was just dust and I could get it right off? I popped your movement out a while before I made this video and that came right off. And so that was a very quick basic clean and that white line is gone and there doesn't seem to be any markings on it at all from the bottom of the hand. It was basically just a really light scree of loom dust from the underside of the minute hand. It's perfectly fine. The rest of the watch is just gorgeous, gorgeous in the original bracelet. Look at the clean brushing on the bracelet. And these are one of their two case styles that came with this. One has this open edge like this, and the other one, this is sealed. This back of the lug is complete. I don't think I've actually seen another one of this particular model complete like this. No, wait, I own one, but it's in really bad condition. That's why I wasn't thinking about it. This one is it's really, really nice. It's such a classic design, but to see it complete with the bracelet is just amazing. And look at the side brushing on the case. Look at the vertical side brushing and the sharp lines and sharp transitions. This watch is really spectacularly nice. It's such a classic design, and really for Seiko at the time, it was such a departure because the 6138s were just wacky. Seiko just went off their rocker when they made them, except for this one, except for these. Extremely clean, extremely restrained design. Very, very, very elegant. People scrap and fight over the 6138s like the pandas and stuff like that. I don't know why people don't fight more for these. They're just a standout design. They're just a standout design. They're so cool. I should wear mine more often. So I don't really see anything functionally mechanically. It needs seals. It needs rebuild. It needs to be cleaned. The only thing that could be interesting with these, the crystal seals on these are unique, and they're extremely hard to find. But they're made out of a kind of rubber that doesn't really age, like the button seals and crown seals are made of one kind of rubber, and they tend to turn just as hard as plastic. But the crystal seals are made of another more expensive kind of rubber, and they don't really tend to age or compress. They tend to last. So hopefully with this, that'll be good, and I'll be able to reuse that seal because that's often what needs to happen with these when you have rarer seals. But it's not a problem. But don't take it into water no matter what. I don't certify for immersion no matter what. It's more for dust exclusion and for keeping the internal atmosphere consistent. But this is a really nice watch. That's a nice piece. People, if you're out there, stop buying pandas and buy these. Great watches. Okay, bye-bye.